Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Only the Khalifa can call for jihad, but we have no Khalifa now. Does this mean that there is no way that we can fight in defense of Islam?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The situation now is that everyone, every group, every country, they have their own version of Islam. So what you call defending Islam is just defending your own version of Islam, isn't it? What is happening in Syria? So many different groups there. Everyone is saying we're doing it in defense of Islam, but they're fighting against each other. Situation is not so different from the time of after the Prophet ﷺ had passed. There were different groups, and there was civil war happening within the Islamic community at that time. And it was also different versions of Islam, isn't it? The Sahabe Kiram were together with the Khalifah Rashidin. They were defending that version of Islam. You have Kharijis who say Allah, the Quran and the Hadith, no Khilafat. They have a version of Islam too. There are others who oppose to the Khilafat of, say, Hazrat Ali. They have a version of Islam too. With so many versions, which one is true? Not every version is true. One. There is one. In the time of the Khulafai Rashidin, the Khalifah is holding on to the truth. Anyone who is opposed to him, if they are opposed to him and going outside of the sunnah to the Prophet ﷺ, they are in the wrong. If there are those who are opposed to him because there are certain things that they're seeing the Khilafat is weak and they are demanding for justice, for example, during the time of Hazrat Ali, between Hazrat Ali and Hazrat Muawiyah, we don't sit and judge these two lions who are fighting, because they are not fighting for their own worldly benefit. They are fighting not for their own countries. They're not fighting for their regime or their ideology. They're fighting for truth and for Islam. And still, Hazrat Ali is more correct. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had forgiven both of them, both groups. So now in these days, is there no defense of Islam? Defend yourself. Defend your families. You can defend your community. But if you say we are defending Islam, I'm going to ask you, which Islam is that? And in these days, what our Shaykh had spoken to us about, like it was during the first Jahiliyyah, if they attack you, make hijrat, move. They attack you where you are. Allah's land is open. This world is open. It's free. Make hijrat, move. There are those who are being oppressed by the unbelievers, and they are doing something. Our words are not for them. I'm not going to sit now to judge them and to say it's better this, because we have to watch ourselves. What have we done? Have we gone through a single drop of what they're going through? No. So don't talk. So for those ones, I'm not talking. But this is the advice that our Shaykh had given to us. That's why you see us living on top of a mountain, away from everywhere. They're not liking us in one area, we move. They're not liking us in another area, we move. We do the hijrat, like the Holy Prophet ﷺ. That time we may defend, but we wait until the order is given. Now, There is no order. We're not defending. We are living in places where they are welcoming and they are allowing us. We have no problems. We're not going to say, no, oh, bring down this government, bring down this government. We're not doing that. Who is going to do that is not our concern. The truth will stand and falsehood will fall. Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam is going to do that, not us. We hope to rise for the truth, and the truth that time will be supported by believers regardless of religion, regardless of ideologies, regardless of class, regardless of color. And if there are places where they're letting us to worship, we have no problems with that. So, we are following again the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ in the end of times, when there's a lot of confusion everywhere. Your best thing that can happen to you is a small knowledge that you have, little knowledge that you practice, that you keep, and a sheep, meaning simple life, to live up in the mountains. And we're doing that, alhamdulillah, both physically, metaphorically also we're doing it. So, we are praying for more mercy for this ummah, and we are praying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring justice back to this world, and we are praying that we become those just ones. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.